Welcome back to Mr. M Online. Today in class, we were working through our problem of the week. We came upon an issue of where we had a question that had both mixed numbers and improper fractions in it. So in trying to compare those numbers, it's a little bit difficult. So we had, as an example up here, I just have an example of an improper fraction and an example of a mixed number. So in order to compare these numbers, we need to make them look more similar. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just convert this mixed number and make it look like an improper fraction so that we can figure out which one's bigger. You may know which one's bigger, but you might have situations where you can't tell which one's bigger or not. So when you can't tell, this is when you do that. Okay, so in order to make this mixed number into an improper fraction, all we want to do is multiply the denominator, by the whole number. So 5 times 2 is 10. Add the numerator is 11. So we end up with a number of an improper fraction of 11 over 5. Now, it's pretty easy, as we're comparing apples to apples now with two improper fractions, to tell which one is bigger and which one is smaller. So obviously in this case, 11 over 5 is bigger. Okay, this also works in reverse. If we had a mixed number and an improper fraction and we wanted to make them both mixed numbers, we could do that as well. So I'll put two different ones down here. I'll just put down maybe 3 and 3/5, let's say, and improper fraction over here of, let's say, 17 over 5. Okay, so instead of making them both look like improper fractions, I'm going to make them both look like mixed numbers. In order to do that, this one's already a mixed number, so I just want to make this one more comparable to this one, so I can easily tell which one's bigger. Okay, so how do we change an improper fraction into a mixed number? What we do is we divide, or we see how many times the bottom number, the denominator, goes into the numerator. How many times can we divide the bottom number into the top number? So we can, 5, 10, 15. So I can see that this number will go into, the bottom number will go into the top number 3 times, but there's still, it's not equal, right? There's some left over here. So how much is left over? 2 is left over, because we went 5, 10, 15. So that leaves 2 left over. So that means 3 and 2 left over the original denominator. So that mixed number is 3 and 2/5. So now it's much more easy to compare which one is bigger, 3 and 2/5 or 3 and 3/5. And of course we know that 3/5 is larger than 2/5. So there are two ways to make apples and oranges look like apples and apples.